Good afternoon, students. Welcome. I'm Professor G.D. Padil, KKO College of Agriculture, Engineering and Technology, Nashik. So today we are going to study on water impurities. The water impurities. The water is the universal solvent, and in nature, it is never totally pure. But no matter how isolated it is from sources of contaminations, it will always have some chemicals. The gases or minerals in the air, soil, or rock are dissolved by water. Some dissolved materials give water its characteristic taste, and pure water is generally considered to be flat and tasteless. The minerals can cause hardness, means such as calcium or magnesium. Also, color consists of ions, contaminations, okay, and radioactive in the water. The humans can cause contamination through the improper use of pesticides or fertilizer and through the disposal of waste. So these impurities can dissolve in water, causing it to be contaminated. Okay. The water impurities also groundwater dissolve much of the minerals when it percolates through the soil formation, dissolve minerals and salts. So it is generally harder than surface water and it is usually contains more iron and manganese. Okay, means generally water in nature is not pure form, but the suspended impurities are likely less in groundwater as subsurface porous soil act as a filter. Okay, means generally suspended impurities are less in groundwater as compared to surface waters. Okay, the quality of water in case of runoff depends upon catchment area. Generally, water quality from storage reservoir appears to be good as the suspended particles settle down in the bottom of reservoir and upper layers are exposed to more aerations. As more dissolved solids are present in bottom of the reservoir, that results in change of color of water. The reservoir, which is designed to supply water to agriculture zones, industrial zones, must be free from suspended particles. The minerals and impurities are normally present in very small concentrations and are measured in parts per million. How many parts of parts of water also or milligrams per liter? The terms are equivalent and are used interchangeably in water and wastewater. So some contaminants can also be measured in parts per billion or micrograms per liter, which are also essentially equivalent. The types of impurities, the depending upon the nature, impurities can be classified as physical impurities, chemical impurities, and biological impurities. Physical impurities consist of following: turbidity, color, taste, odor, temperature, radioactive substances. Okay. The turbidity. The turbidity in water indicates presence of suspended or colloidal insoluble matter, including coarse particles like mud, sediment, sand, clay, silt. Okay, that settles rapidly on a standing. Okay, so in some cases, salts of different also impart turbidity in water, means generally colloidal substance and salts may be injurious to health. The turbidity of feed water should not exceed 5 ppm as per the standards of water quality. So these materials can be removed by settling, coagulation, and filtrations. Okay, their presence is undesirable because heating or evaporation produces harsh sonic scale deposits on the heating surface and clog fluid system. Okay, then color. The water gets color from discharge of industries like chemicals, textile, papers. Okay, the yellowish color indicates presence of chromium and appreciable amount of organic matter in water. Also, yellowish red color indicates presence of iron, while red brown color indicates the presence of Pt matter. Then taste. So it is due to the presence of dissolved minerals in water produces taste but not odor. Okay, but bitter taste can be due to presence of iron, aluminum, manganese, sulfate, or excess of lime. Also, soapy taste can be due to the presence of large amount of sodium bicarbonate. So brackish means generally slightly salty or unpalatable taste is due to the presence of unusual amount of salts. So acceptable taste means generally taste is due to the presence of dissolved gases and minerals like nitrous in water. Then odor. The waste products discharged from industries. Some industries components such as trades contain strong smelling compounds which impart odor and taste. Generally smelling compounds are chlorine, hydrogen sulfides. Okay. Then temperature also important impurities. There is an important factor to consider when assessing the water quality. In addition to its own effects, the temperature influences several other parameters and can alter the physical and chemical properties of water. The water is most dense at 4 degrees Celsius or 39 degrees Fahrenheit and is less dense at either higher or lower temperatures. Okay. Also radioactive substances. The discharge from nuclear power plant or research centers discharge radioactive substances which can seriously affect human health and life. Okay, generally radioactive substances from nuclear power plants, research centers that time discharge waste of radioactive substances into water. That time are also impurities present in waters. Okay, but can seriously affect human health. Okay, and life. Then chemical impurities in water, the generally acids. Okay, one of the chemical impurities. The waste products of some industries such as batteries, factories, explosive factories contain acids. If this waste product are directly discharged into river, then it will be harmful to life and will destroy self-purification property of water. In inorganic compounds, the waste products of industries like fertilization industries or industries contain certain inorganic compounds. These compounds mainly consist of sulfides, ammonia, which are harmful to life. Organic compounds. The organic compounds may exist in the water due to the presence of fats, protein, and carbohydrates. Also, suspended organic compounds may develop due to decay of fruits and dead animals. The organic compounds contain different dangerous elements which are harmful for life. Then pH. It is value that determines if the substance is acid, neutral, or basic, calculated from the number of hydrogen ions present. Means the initial pH stands for potential of hydrogen. It is measured on scale from 0 to 14, on which 7 means the substance is neutral. pH values below 7 indicates that the substance is acidic, and pH values above 7 indicates that it is basic or alkaline. The pure water has pH of 7, which means that is neutral. Okay, so these are chemical impurities. The class of impurities, causes of impurities, result of impurities. Okay, given in tables. The first is minerals, including in suspended and dissolves. The in suspended, like particles of sand, clay, silt. Okay, results of impurities means turbidity of water. Then dissolve impurities, carbonates, bicarbonates of calcium and magnesium. That time results hardness and alkalinity. Then calcium and magnesium sulfates. That time results hardness in water. Calcium and magnesium chlorides. That time hardness and corrosion of boilers. Also, film carbonates and bicarbonates, alkalinity and softness of water. Sodium chloride is at time brackish taste of water. Also, sodium fluorides means excess over 1.5 ppm causes teeth scaling. Okay, problems. Human being. Then iron oxides. This is also dissolve impurities. Mean generally results red color, taste, and hardness of the water. Also, manganese at time results of impurities, brown color and taste of water change. Okay, the organic impurities like including suspended and dissolves. The vegetables. First, in suspended vegetables and animals. Vegetables, decayed leaves, algae, pollen, fungi. Okay. The results of impurities green or brown color, water, taste, acidity, water species. Okay. Then animal means dead animals, hair, insects, skin, scales. Okay. The back results of animal impurities. Okay. Generally, suspended impurities that time bacteria, water dangerous to health. Okay. Number of bacteria present in this water, and this water is dangerous to health. Then dissolve impurities, organic impurities in the form of vegetables and animals. The large amount of aluminate ammonia with little free ammonia and chloride. Okay, so that time results bacteria and water is suspicious for drinking purpose. Also, the animal dissolves impurities. The large amount of aluminate ammonia with large quantity of free ammonia and chloride. That time this this is producing that bacteria in water, sewage pollution, and this water is dangerous for human life. Okay, the biological impurities in water next. Third impurities is also important. The biological contamination of water is caused by the presence of living organisms like algae, bacteria, protozoa, pathogens, microbes, viruses, parasites, and their eggs, collectively known as microorganisms and commonly called as germs. Okay, the development of pathogenic bacteria, fungus, viruses in water is caused due to the dead bodies and due to hygienic discharge of sewage into river without treatment and are responsible for waterborne diseases. The health effects of drinking water contaminated with germs may be severe but easily curable with modern day medicines. These managed living organisms in water are these causes of diseases from dirty water like typhoid fever, cholera, gastroenteritis. Okay. Also, water tanks can sometimes be breeding ground or microbes in water. For in the usual test for microorganisms, only one group of bacteria known as coliform or E. coli is tested for. This is because it is the most common species and the first microorganism to infect water. The membrane purification of water actually filters out all bacteria from water, unlike heavy water purifier which kill bacteria in water but leaves their bodies in the drinking water. Okay. So what is coliform bacteria in water? The coliform bacteria are one of the most common bacteria which is found almost everywhere in water. The coliforms are a type of or family of bacteria that includes many varieties such as Escherichia coli, or commonly known as E. coli. Most of the E. coli or coliform bacteria are harmless to human beings, and it is very rare for E. coli bacteria to cause sickness, especially since most people have immunity to their local variety of E. coli. The bacteriological impurities are the most important from the subject point of view, mean generally public health point of view. The presence of pathogenic variety of E. coli makes water unfit for human consumptions. Okay, also bacteriological examination procedure is to look and for count the colonies of B. coli first in sample of zero point 0.1 ml. If the result is negative, then samples of 1 ml, then samples of 10 ml, and lastly 100 ml are examined until positive result is found. If the analyzer finds B. coli group in sample of 10 ml, the water should be regarded as suspicious, and it is found in sample of 1 ml, it is considered dangerous and should be used only after it has been adequately purified. Okay, thank you, students.